Hello and welcome to a look at Lazy Jones for the Commodore 64, a game that was released by Terminal Software. To go over the background plot thing for this game, let me just read up directly. Lazy Jones is a series of games in one game where you must become Lazy Jones, the laziest and most skilled shirker in the business, whose only ambitions are to improve his game playing and avoid his work at all costs. In Lazy Jones's hotel, there are 18 rooms, most of which have their own computer game, which you, as Jones, take every opportunity to play instead of cleaning, occasionally hiding in the bedroom, cupboard and the toilet to avoid being caught by your irate manager, or to avoid running into your cleaning trolley and having a heart attack at the thought of having to work. Yeah, that is the background for this particular game. As you can likely gather, you are controlling Jones in his effort of becoming the laziest lazy of all lazies, except for the fact that playing computer games can be quite taxing. Well, I suppose a definition of lazy is an interesting one apparently. Anyway, you have the hotel, which have 18 rooms split across 3 floors, and in order to complete a loop of the game, you have to enter every single room and play every single of the 15 minigames that are available, because of course 3 of the rooms are used for recreational purposes, as was mentioned before. Each floor has a single obstacle, either in the form of your irate manager from before, or your cleaning trolley, or the ghost of whatever something on the bottom floor. Yeah, don't ask. And the way you move between the floors is that you move over to the left, and then you hit the fire button and go to the left, and then you press up or down in order to go up or down using the lift. Moving alongside the different floors, once you reach the door, you have to hit the fire button in order to enter the room. And if there is a computer game in the room, Jones will run over to the screen and start playing, and you will have to play whatever minigame it might be. The games range from shooters to breakout games and that kind of stuff, and they definitely take inspiration from existing titles. You can easily see Galaga and Hero and other such titles being, I wouldn't say cloned, but represented in this particular title. Let's just go over the technical stuff, because why not? Graphically, you say that this game looks perfectly decent. I have to be mindful of the fact that it is a 1984 game, so you can't exactly expect miracles, and the hotel looks decent enough. It doesn't look particularly exciting, I suppose, and the main character is yeah, he looks a bit more like some potato gummy than a character, but what do I know? The in-game games graphics are bare bone. They are what they need to be, and yeah, not an awful lot more than that. The sound effects are incredibly generic, and some of them are outright annoying. Incredibly annoying sound when you bump into something and lose a knife. That's my opinion, at least. They suit the game, fit the game. Nothing stands out, but I'm not necessarily the greatest fan of the sound effects. The music is a continuous loop that is interrupted by various different, many variations of various different known music pieces, which I hope is not going to reflect on this video being flagged on YouTube, but I'll see when I try to upload it. The music it's quite cute that you could recognize certain music pieces, but I do find the general music to be rather generic and incredibly repetitive and not particularly exciting. The controls: left to move left, right to move right, and up and down once you are in the lift to move up and down, and once you're in the games you also use up and down to move up and down, and left and right to move left and right, and the fire button to, in the games, shoot, push, whatever you need to do, and in the hotel, make Jones jump. Something to be incredibly mindful of is that if you jump over something, you have to make sure that you jump early enough, because you want to be at the apex of your jump in order to actually jump over whatever it is you are trying to jump over. The controls are fine, but something to bear in mind of is the fact that Jones is moving at all times, so entering rooms and entering the lift can be a question of having to spam the fire button in order to make sure that he actually does what you want him to do. As I was indicating earlier, the aim of the game is to enter all 18 rooms and play the games once. And once you've done that, you will hear a spiffy little sound, and then the game will restart. Everything being more challenging, moving slightly faster, and that kind of stuff. We now reach the point of this video where I have to make sure that my thumbnail text makes sense. And I will do so, because the official press and quite a few commentators have praised this game no end because of the fact that it has 50 minigames squeezed into such a small package. In my opinion, that is roughly equivalent to being able to force 12 kilos of manure into a 10 kilo box. It may be impressive, but it's still just a pile of crap. Yes, you do indeed have 15 minigames, but first and foremost, after you've played them once or twice, you will likely not find them particularly interesting anymore. And of course, the fact that they are incredibly generic and incredibly simple. The LCD games we used to play before home computers became commonplace are more challenging than the minigames in this particular title, which doesn't bode well. The argument, the fact that the game was released in 1984, and that alone makes it impressive with the whole package and that kind of stuff. If you look at the other titles that were released the same year, the glamour sort of starts falling off, because we have titles like Bruce Lee, we have titles like Boulder Dash, Summer Games, Impossible Mission, Way Down Bungling Bay, and the list goes on and on. Compared to those kind of titles, this game cannot in any way, shape or form hold a candle. But, and this is something I try to emphasize in all the videos I make, I do respect the fact that there are certain people that think that this game is the best game ever made, if that is the case. And I'm not going to try to take anything away from other people's enjoyment of whatever else, but personally, I think this game is rather lackluster. On that note, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye for now.